You have a faith in people being good.
What do you mean there's a difference between faith and religion? Faith is just
I think you can draw faith from almost anything. I think religion at times is organised. And people are, and there's nothing against that. I think you take things like the Bible, the Ten Commandments there, you can take a lot from that. Make sure you're a good understanding citizen, look out for your neighbours, etc.
So just to make you to understand, you believe in Creator?
I don't know what I believe.
I mean,
I don't know what I believe.
No, meaning that you accept and you know that.
Oh, I'm not asked to be filmed. I'm just having a discussion. You know what I mean? Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Tell them you to London, can't you? I'm not saying I'm right, you're wrong.
No, we're just having that discussion, respectful discussion. You know, that's one of the reasons I keep coming back here. When I speak to people like you, who are people that are respectful. We have a nice discussion. We exchange ideas. Understand? Like what? I'm here basically to try to, because I believe Islam is the truth. Okay. So I'm here because part of my teaching that the way you like to be saved and you like to receive salvation from the Creator, then share that same thing with the rest of the people, but in the good way. That's why in the Quran Allah said, I will say the verse in Arabic that translates the meaning of the verse. Allah said, "Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmati wal maw'izati al hasanati wajadilhum billati ahsan." Call to the path of your Lord with good reminder, with a beautiful speech. You know. So that's to just come back to my point. My point: do you accept there is a Creator? There is someone who created this tremendous, beautiful, organized, designed creation.
As in the world and everything else.
The world and everything, yeah.
I think that question is far too powerful and far too big for my mind.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I thought it was so simple because if I see...
Maybe it's me being complicated.
What's your name, by the way? Sorry.
Matthew.
My name's Shamsi. Nice to meet you, Matthew. My point, Matthew, if I see a camera out of nowhere, I'm walking down the street, imagine I'm in a desert, I see a camera or I see a well-designed house, a beautiful house. I don't have to know the person's shoe size, or I don't have to see the person to come to the conclusion that this house must be made by someone who possessed knowledge. Why? Because you can see the effect of knowledge in the house. The fact there is a foundation, there is a pillars, there is a ceiling. The person knew in order to hold the ceiling you have to put pillars. Understand? So you can see the knowledge of the person who made it. His effect of the knowledge is there. So when we see that's just a normal small house, let alone this tremendous creation. What about ourselves? That's why in the Quran teaches us not just believe in God, simple. No, God lay down logical, rational arguments to show the people that He's there, He's a creator, and He's the Lord, and He's the one who deserves to be worshipped. Understand? For example, when God said, then there's a chapter in the Quran called Al-Insan, which means man, chapter of man. Allah, meaning you and I, we are living proofs for the Creator's existence. Because in the Quran Allah teaches us, says, أَمْ خُلِقُوا مِنْ غَيْرِ شَيْءٍ أَمْ هُمُ الْخَالِقُونَ أَمْ خَلَقُوا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ بَلْ لَا يُوقِنُونَ. Were they created by nothing? That's the first option. Ask yourself, was they created by nothing? Nothing is not a thing, let alone to create something. Understand? Or you create your own self. Ask the question to yourself, how I came into existence? Did I create my own self? That's contradiction. Because if you already exist, you don't have to create yourself. Understand? And if you don't exist, therefore you need someone else to bring you into existence. Because you don't exist. You with me? Makes sense, yeah? The last option Allah said, or did they create the heavens and the earth? If we never create ourselves, if we will not create by nothing, and we do not create the heavens and the earth, the last option, which is a rational option, is left. We must have a creator. That's a logical argument. You cannot escape.
It's a completely logical argument.
So I say a rational argument, logical argument.
I just go, I still don't know. I don't know. I can look at all three options and go, I don't know which one then. I don't know which one.
No, but given other options, like there's two types of knowing something. There is...
That we know of.
There's two ways.
But that's only options we know. We can use 30% of our brains. That's what I mean.
Hear me out, finish. There's two ways of knowing something, yeah? There is to know something when you observe it with your own eyes or by the effects of something, okay? As I mentioned, if I see a child, a baby, either someone left the baby or the baby came from nowhere. There's two options. There is not another options.
I think there's an argument for there's things that we can't. For instance, we can see that baby.
Yeah.
We can also only see ultraviolet light. So with regards to spiritual stuff, I think there's a lot going on. I think there's stuff going on. Maybe there's a creator. Maybe there's more. We can only sense a certain level of consciousness. If there is a higher consciousness.
But I'm not. The term high consciousness.
Am I not getting it?
No. Leave the term aside. My point here is, this creation. There's no way for this creation to come into existence or to be created without a creator. No way.
Maybe.
No, there's no maybe, no way, because.
All right, for you there is.
No, Matthew.
Sure.
There is options. Either this creation was created by nothing, or was created by a creator.
So
because
would have to create the creator.
We'll come to that.
That logic.
We'll come to that. First of all, as creation came by nothing. Nothing is not even a thing, let alone to create something. Understand? Nothing is not even a thing, let alone to give something a life. It's not even there. Or was created by a creator who possesses knowledge, power, a will, and a wisdom. Why we mention these attributes? Because we can see that in the creation.
So, for me, aiming to learn a bit more.
Yes, no problem.
The creator created the earth, us within it, everything within it. What about things like space?
What do you mean, space?
Or space, different planets, if there's other life on other
there's
planets.
Other creators. It's funny to
say that in the
Quran says that. And the Quran says, Allah said, وَخَلَقَ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. And He created things we do not know. So there's other things which Allah created we don't know. We're not aware of. We don't, like even, is this the first creation of God? No, there's many creations of God. Understand? But my point here that God gave us two things. Or there's many tools that God gave us in order for us to utilize them to come to a conclusion. Our natural inclination. What is natural inclination? Naturally, I know I don't have to go to school or a college or university. I should not have sex with my mother. I don't have to learn that. That naturally within me, I know that is wrong. Naturally, I know if I see someone stepping on a baby's head, I know that is oppression. Naturally, I don't have to be I don't have to be Christian or a Jew or a Muslim or a Hindu. That's called natural inclination. Okay? Likewise, naturally, I know if I see a house in the middle of desert, must have a creator, that house. I don't have to be Christian or a Muslim or atheist to come to the conclusion that this house, well designed, well organized house, must have a creator. Okay? Likewise, our natural intellect, sound intellect. Okay? Likewise, our senses. That's why in the Quran, always Allah tells us and directs us, use your brain, use your intellect. That's why in Islam, anything that harms the intellect is forbidden. Because why? That differentiate us from the rest of the creation. There is no other creation that make cameras or iPhone except human beings. You see what I'm saying? So God, that's what Allah said in the Quran. Allah mentioned, فَضَّلْنَا بَنِي Adam. We have favored the son of Adam, the human being, over the other creations.
Okay.
And we can observe that human beings create things which other creation cannot do that, like animals and so on. So my point here, to just bring you back, that when you say I don't know, no, I'm not trying to force you. There is stuff which there is no other options, either this or that, or you can bring another option. Either this creation was created by a creator who possesses knowledge, power, ability, wisdom, or was created by nothing.
Who's the creator?
Huh?
Who is the creator?
Let's
Because
there
obviously
is
we
a
have.
creator first before we talk about
The creator, yeah. Because
Before-
that's it, yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
Matthew, you have to affirm. For example, if you don't accept someone made the camera, there's no point telling you what is shoe size. First of all, let us establish. If you establish, then we come to see who is the creator.
So the creator for you wasn't miracle, Big Bang, all that sort of
No,
thing.
a Big Bang. What is a Big Bang?
That's what science tells us.
Yeah, but a Big Bang. That's a Big Bang. Is a Big Bang
I mean, it
someone?
can't be explained. That's the beauty of it.
No, let us
So
analyze. Let's analyze. A Big Bang. What is a Big Bang? Is it an action or a doer?
The actual of what supposedly happened.
Yeah, the action. Big Bang is the action. For the sake of argument, which I don't mean it.
Action or a doer.
Yeah.
The Big Bang doesn't have a brain, it's an effect, it's an action.
Yes.
It is an effect. It's an
That's
effect
it.
rather than action. or
That's
doer.
it. That's the
Okay.
effect. So how effects can, the effect does not exist in the real life. It has to cause it. You see, it's like someone telling me, I tell him, who brought the camera here? He said, walking. Walking is an action. I know the guy who brought it here, who was walking. Okay, or someone was pushing him in the wheelchair. But these are called actions. Who carried the action? You see, that's why, when you reflect upon the creation, just on ourselves. As I've mentioned many times, we have a nose next to our mouth. Why? Before you eat, smell food. We have a joint in our elbows in order for us to utilize them. We have eyebrows above our eyes. Why? To protect us from the sweat, because the sweat contains salt. We don't have a teeth in our eyes. That's what Allah said in the Quran. وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Within yourself there is a science of your Creator, the one who should be worshipped alone. Don't you not reflect? That's the beauty.
I do, but then there's, with things like
You reflect,
that,
yeah?
I will reflect.
That's
I've
good.
enjoyed the discussion.
Reflect. Thank you very much, my friend.
There's other things you try and attribute reason to. We used to have tails and we could swim underwater. I'd love to be able to do that now. So obviously the idea of the eyebrows and the teeth and everything else makes perfect sense, because that's what we use them for.
Are you believing the Darwin evolution you're talking about? You said
Yeah.
Come on, Matthew. I'm intrigued to know. I don't believe Darwin evolution. Why? First of all, let us analyze what is method of science. Scientific method. Scientific method, which they told us, is in the book of science. That is a collection of data based upon observation, and it has to go through experimentation. Then you come to a conclusion.
And repeatability.
That's what experimentation. You have to do it over and over again. You see. So let us. Is there anyone has observed when one kind evolved to a completely different kind? No one observed it. Even Richard Dawkins. Richard Dawkins said, when he was put on the spot, he said, "No, you have to give. We don't live a longer life. That's why we cannot see it." But are you telling me there is no type of animals that have been alive for billions of years, and there's a time for them to turn human beings or something else?
You know better than me.
I don't know. But I'm telling you, that's why when you look to Islam, not because I'm a Muslim, but when you look to Islam, Islam goes in line with the sound reasoning and natural inclination. That this creation must have a creator.
So is that what drew it to you then, out of all other religions?
Yeah, of course.
About Islam?
Islam, because as I've mentioned, when it comes to belief, which is called the creed, simple. There is one creator, one God, possess knowledge, power, ability, wisdom, and other attributes, create this creation based upon his generosity and wisdom, and he sent the prophets and messengers to teach us what is our purpose of this life. So to be, for example, to worship him and to be grateful to him. And as always, I mentioned this example, I mentioned it many times. If I give you £2 million as a gift, what do you say to me? Thank you very much. It's a big money, you see. But if I give you £2 million on a condition, give me your 2 eyes, you will not do that. Because your eyes is more valuable than £2 million. So why we are not grateful, the one who gave us eyes for free? Why we are not grateful to him?
So you are.
You see what I'm saying? That's why we have, and the question that we should ask ourselves, what is the correct way to be grateful to him? And I always mention this example, if I want to buy a gift to my mother, I'm going to buy a gift that my mother loves, not I love. Likewise, we should worship the Creator the way he loves, not the way we love. But first of all, for you, Matthew, there is no doubt there is a Creator for this creation. Even when it comes to the prophets and messengers, Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Noah, Jacob, Isaac, these prophets and messengers, Matthew, they never met each other while they were preaching upon the earth, but they came with the same teaching, worship one God. Likewise, there's another angle to show that there is a Creator who sent the prophets and messengers. If Prophet Muhammad was a normal human being, how come the book that he came with, and the legislation he came with, and the prophecy he came with, or prophecies he came with, no one can come with it? For example, he said, it will come a time when you see the barefoot Arab man competing in building tall buildings. So Prophet Muhammad mentioned that 1,400 years ago. Now we can observe in Dubai, Qatar, in Arab countries, especially the desert, they are competing to build tall buildings. Rather, the tallest building in the world is in Dubai. Yeah. Prophet Muhammad also mentioned, he said there come a time when the Muslims, they will use something as a box to carry them. Something as a box. Will carry them from their houses to the mosque with their family. Wait, this is How a box carried you? So now when the scholars mentioned, he said this is exactly what happened now, the cars. And he mentioned that the Arabs, they will stop using camels as a riding beast. If you go to Arab countries, before the cars, every day camels. Now they're using cars. That's why as a Muslim, I don't believe Islam is the truth because I was born Muslim. No, because there is a tangible proofs and a logical proofs and a rational proofs that we can share with the non-Muslims and with everyone to show you Islam is the truth.
Is there anything he got wrong?
Prophet Muhammad, no. It can be, because why? If he's a messenger of the creator of the heavens and the earth and that which is between them, if a prophet conveys something as a revelation, he cannot get it wrong because the creator knows everything about his creation in details. Likewise, the one who made the camera, he knows about the camera in detail. Logical argument? Logical argument?
Oh, it's a fair argument, yeah. It's been really
Nice to meet you, Matthew. Matthew, can I give you a website to check, please? Yes, give him the Abu Iyaad's website. About
About, do you have a pen or maybe a notepad?
I can put it in my phone.
Yeah, put it. Very. There's few websites. Please check and read it. And it was my pleasure to meet you as well.
No, obviously.
Thank you very much.
Maybe on the notes, yeah.
Go on.
It's called aboutatheism.net.
And about Prophet Muhammad as well.
Yeah, and also